Sirvocea Dennis can do, Jason, if he stays up?
Super intrigued, and super intrigued. That was a big blow to us, bigger than a lot of people knew when he wasn't able to play for us last year, because he was really coming on. I think he's a very good starting linebacker in this league, and I think we've got the issues resolved, and he's ready to go.
What have you seen from him when he does get on the field?
He's very explosive. He's fast. He's instinctive. He's got a quick trigger. He's instinctual player, both in the run game, pass game. Very, very smart.
We thought we had a heck of a player when he was on the field. We really thought he was making big strides, first, second, and third down. He was not just a third down player. Again, he had the shoulder. The shoulder's been hurt since he came out of college. He got it taken care of. We would like to see him healthy. You can't go by that. We got to keep adding pieces, but we think he's a heck of a football player, and we also think we got a good football player in Walker from Miami. Really shows some good stuff on tape, so we think we got better there. Would we like to add somebody else there when we get a chance? Yes, we would, because we can't rely on people when they're not healthy, but if he can come back and have a healthy spring and healthy summer, we think he'll be a big factor for us.
Hello, Bucs fans. Welcome back to Real Bucs Talk. In today's video, we're going to talk about Sirvocea Dennis and the Buccaneers linebacker room. It's been a big topic this offseason. You know, the Buccaneers definitely are trying to improve there. They added Anthony Walker to the mix, and you have Sirvocea Dennis, you have Lavonte David coming back. And you heard, you know, the Buccaneers general manager, Jason Licht, talk very fondly of Sirvocea Dennis. They think he is a up-and-coming player, a rising rising good football player in this league. The problem is he just hasn't been able to stay on the field. They feel like that has been put behind him. He got, off-season surgery. They think the shoulder is fully healed now and should be in a better position to stay healthy throughout his time here in Tampa Bay. I'm kind of leaning towards what Coach Todd Bowles said. Obviously both Todd and Jason feel he's a talented player, a guy that's up and coming and was starting to really come on. We saw that in the Detroit game last year where he played very well. And, it's crazy. The 2 games where he's played the most, he's actually had really good football games. His rookie year, he started against the Indianapolis Colts and played pretty well. I thought he had, a really good game. And then from there, it's been kind of on and off as far as playing time, whether it's because of injury or, other factors. And then this past season, he, was playing in that third down role. Then he kind of took over in that second half of the Detroit game, played a majority of snaps and did really good as far as on the field. And then, once we got to the next week against Denver, I thought he did some good things. And then Eagles, he gets injured, and it's, that's the end of the season for him. So it's just unfortunate, some bad breaks for him. But like Jason Licht talked about, he's very instinctual. He's good in coverage. He knows how to get downhill, blitz, do all the things that the Buccaneers want from the linebacking position. So they definitely see him as part of the future. But I'm also happy to hear that Todd Bowles was saying, it's still a position where we're going to look to add to it if we can. We're going to try to add a piece if it presents itself to the mix to add competition. That's why they brought in Anthony Walker as well, because he's going to compete for a starting spot. And, he basically said, like, no job is guaranteed right now. Everything has to be earned. And I agree with that. I think you got to make Sirvocea come out there and really earn the snaps and make sure he rises. And people forget, again, this is a 5th round pick. So, they are putting a lot into him. They have obviously high expectations for him. And they think if healthy, he can be a really good football player for this team. So you have to be encouraged by that. I know I like his game. I like how he thinks on the field and uses his, brain and cerebral aspects to it, and understand how to drop in his zone and cover and do all different things sideline to sideline is really good. But I lean towards what Coach Bowles says, and they're most likely going to add a linebacker in this draft, whether that's in the first round or, day 2, day 3, that remains to be seen, because it feels like, Bowles was continuing to iterate that we need to add one more. We got to continue to add to the group, because you can't count on Sirvocea Dennis because he's been unavailable due to injury. So you can't really put everything into that basket. So I really like that from that aspect, and making sure that you have enough depth there, or at least competition, to push Sirvocea Dennis to new heights and hopefully to a new level for this Buccaneers defense. But yeah, I mean, that was my thoughts on that. And, just looking at the depth chart, obviously Sirvocea is pointed in there as a starter. You got Anthony Walker behind him, which is exciting. And you have Deion Jones coming back. But like Coach Bowles says, that this is going to be a position that they add to in the draft at some point. If the right guy falls to them, I think they definitely take that chance and add to the room for sure. So very cool to see. Very intriguing thoughts on Sirvocea Dennis, and I hope for Dennis that he can have that breakout season that he has shown flashes of. Now now we just hope he can put it all together. I think that's the big thing that we're looking for when we look at this Buccaneers defense, and he has shown that he could be a key piece for it. So let us know what you guys think. Hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit that like button. Comment down below your thoughts of what the Buccaneers GM and head coach had to say about Sirvocea Dennis. Which side are you leaning towards? I'm kind of leaning towards Todd Bowles. I think it's a position that they need to continue to add to and add more depth. But let us know what you all think. Appreciate all the support, and we'll see you on the next one. Go Bucs.